Hello G Squad and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another Adventures of Non-Dom where I do the nails on my right hand using my left hand with a setting on my camera that's way too bright. Guys, I'm sorry, this first part of the video is too bright. I think I accidentally touched the brightness setting when I was putting the camera in and I didn't realize it, so I apologize for how bright this part of the video is going to be. So what I did was form up all my nails and give myself a very thin, super thin base of clear there at the tip, just so that I can have a nice smooth underneath. You know how I feel about that. And now, because I am working with my non-dominant hand, I do like to do the bulk of my nails with polygel because it makes it so much easier. And today we're working with Saviland Polygel. Now I do want to mention with Saviland, they are a little on the softer side. You are not going to get away with loading every nail and then coming through and patting them out. You need to do each nail individually because otherwise you will have a huge mess on your hands. Sorry if you hear a dog growling. He's trying to get my attention. It's my daughter's dog and he is being a butt right now. He is being a butt right now. So I'm doing this ring fingernail and the thumbnail because you know those are the two that I like to match. I don't know why, that's just ring finger thumb. That's kind of my matchy thing. And it doesn't always match, but those are the ones that I tend to either accent or do something different with. And if you're curious how that looks on other hands, my other hand, the one that you see in a glove right now, has a really pretty set on it, and I will go ahead and link it up there somewhere on the screen so that you can watch that one as well. It is a long one, but please stay till all the way to the end because it does help my algorithm a lot when you watch the full videos, and I appreciate it very much. So now on the other nails, we're not doing a full color nail. We are going to, I guess you would call it a flowy. Shh, that's that dog. That's Franklin. He's begging for attention. I'm calling it a flowy color block because I think of a color block as very blocky. But this is not really a marble either. So to me, it's still kind of a color block, but it's definitely got a flowy aspect to it. Almost, you couldn't really say swirly, but it definitely has that, sorry, the dog just totally knocked the phone out of my hand. I hope you didn't hear that. But what's another word for flowy? Just sort of like a rivering sort of feeling to it. Anyway, and we are doing that on the pinky nail, the middle finger, and the index finger. And of course we are fully curing these polygels. They are colored polygels, and that does not lend itself very well to doing any, you know, like flash curing, because you're going to run into problems where it won't continue to cure. Although if you want to do pinching, you can do a very short flash cure of about 15 seconds, give it a little pinch, and then go back in for a full cure. I have not had any trouble doing that. Okay, you guys are here. I'm sure you're hearing this. This is my little dog actually fighting with the bigger dog, and he makes so much noise. And so I apologize. Jakers. Okay, so I got the dog settled, then the baby woke up, and I got the baby with his mom and dad. So I'm in another room doing this voiceover now. I'm actually over at my daughter's today doing this because we're gonna have a girls' night tonight and do a little movie night. There's a new movie coming out on HBO Max that's supposed to be super scary. We'll see. And so I am spending the day with the family, but he still needed to get this video up for you guys, so that's where we're at right now. So now I'm just finishing patting everything out for you. And once we get those shapes the way I like them, now I do want to point out they're thin. They don't have their full apex. I just wanted to get the color down because we do have another treatment that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna encapsulate them. Okay guys, now once I got those completely cured, I did a little bit of pre-shaping. Nothing super major, just making sure all the nails are smooth and in the correct shape. So once we add our next treatment, which is going to be these cool glitters, and then encapsulate them, we will pretty much be, the finish filing will be almost non-existent. It's very similar to what I did on the last set. And again, I linked that up earlier, so you can pull that little side screen out to check that out. So what we're doing now is just taking a very, very, very thin layer of Saviland Builder Gel and taking it down the nail almost like it's a top coat, right? And now we're going to use a fan brush, picking up some glitter, and a fan brush is a great way to do this because you get just a small amount and you're really able to control where you put it. And I'm just sort of fading that down the nail, really thick at the top and then a little less. And then I'm gonna fill in the empty bits with this yellow to give almost an ombre effect. Now I do actually end up taking that all the way down to that little pink tip. And actually that little pink tip was an afterthought. I thought that the nail was a little too short. So instead of adding just yellow, I decided to add a little bit of pink at the end. And I have to say, I really like the effect of it. And I did the same thing on the thumbnail. Now on the other nails, I am coming in and just following the line that we created with our Flowy ColorBlock. I'm sorry, I'm blocking it a little right there, but there you go. You can see where we're at and just leaving it. Then we're gonna come in with those butterflies. Because we got butterflies on the other hand, I thought it would be really cute to stay with the butterfly theme for this hand. And even though the colors aren't the same, I feel like the yellow and the pink are very complementary with the purple and the green. And I'm really happy with how both of the hands look together. And now instead of doing pink on this one, we're doing the yellow glitter. And this is a very yellow glitter. I have a gold one that's similar, but I wanted to do the yellow because the nails are yellow and pink. And I really love how the glitter is just complementing the flow that got laid down here. And the flow, there was no rhyme or reason to it. I just laid down the colors and let the brush dictate where everything went. And I think it turned out super fun. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with that, because I like to hear what you guys think, because maybe next time I switch it up and do something that you suggested, and that just makes it even more fun to me. So each one of these nails is getting a little butterfly treatment, and like I said earlier, the thumb is an exact match to the ring finger, except I do pink glitter at the top on the thumb instead of the yellow. So I just switched that tiny bit up. Now we're going to come in and encapsulate this, and I'm only going to show you this one nail because again it's super repetitive. And if you guys want a real-time sculpting video, the one I did for Wednesday is sort of real-time, so again check that one out. I'm really proud of it. It is long, it's like 38 minutes, but I'm really proud of how it came out. Let me know what you think of it on the comment section of that video. And now after laying down just a very thin layer as a slip to let the rest of the gel know where I want it to go, I just brought a small bead down the center, and I'm just sort of letting it decide where it wants to go. I'm not in a hurry, I'm not trying to force it. I'm just letting the gel settle onto the nail, because that is really when you're working with gel, even when you're working with acrylic, and I've not actually done it, but I've watched a ton of acrylic videos, letting your product rest for just a second really gives you the time to see where you need to add more gives the gel a chance to really settle into where it wants to be. And if you've laid down the right slip layer, you're probably not going to get a lot of flooding unless you're working with a really runny gel. Okay, so now once everything is encapsulated, I do that last little bit of finish filing. And honestly, if you pre-file, you don't need to do much of that. Now we're going to use this really pretty lattice work transfer foil. We're using the IMethod transfer glue, and I'm coming in and we're going to put that only on the ring finger and the thumb finger. And just making sure that's smooth but not too thick, because this IMethod Beauty gel will actually wrinkle. Even though it's clear, it will wrinkle. So do not use a thick coat. Always thin it out as much as you can. Then we're going to press this down, give it a very firm rub, and I like to be very firm, even creating a tiny bit of heat there to help the transfer settle onto that glue. And then ta-da! Look at how cute that came out. And now it's top coat time! And we're gonna come in and hit that glitter with some top coat. Look at that. Oh my goodness, you guys. I love glitter, and this glitter is very holographic. The butterflies are very holographic. I absolutely adore it. They catch the light in the most beautiful way. Look at that. And the lattice is so subtle. Just perfectly complements the rest of the nail. Look at that. Tell me you don't love glitter. How can you not love glitter? All right, guys, if this was the set that you were going to wear, would you choose to wear them exactly as is? Or would you switch it up a little bit? Would you switch up colors? Would you switch up the glitter? Would you switch it up from maybe butterflies to hearts or stars or any other kind of glitter that you like? We're coming into fall. Would you put leaves on there? Let me know, because I want to tempt you into coming back. But for today, this is our finished set. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'm gonna make some more cool content for you this weekend and have it up for you next week. So we will see you then for more glamorous nails. Mwah! Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.